Pieces of this sub seemed improvised.
We can use these off-the-shelf components. I got these from Camper World. We run the whole thing with this game controller.
Come on!
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the submarine that is missing off the coast of Cape Cod in Newfoundland that is on the hunt for the remains of the Titanic. Now, you guys know about the Titanic. This crashed many years ago, unsinkable, till it hit the iceberg, and it sank. And the remains of the Titanic are still on the ocean floor. So a group of explorers paid $250,000 each, yes, $250,000 each to get on this kind of makeshift amateur submarine to go out there and explore the remains. Now, I think this was their fourth voyage. They did the other three, no problems, it was all good. But now things are not going very well and they're missing. I think they left out Sunday morning and it's now Tuesday afternoon. There's been no communication. Nobody's seen them. Nobody's heard from them. And if they're not found by Thursday morning at the latest, it's over because they're not going to have any oxygen in the submarine. If they went down to the Titanic, they will be about 2 miles below the surface. That is a very, very deep distance. 2 miles on foot is not that far if you're just walking from point A to point B on the land. But 2 miles in the sky is very high. And 2 miles underwater is very deep. Now, before I get any further into it, let's go ahead and roll some footage. I will link to this in the description box if you want to see it for yourself. Also, if you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
There are reports that the submarine may have been trapped in the wreckage of the Titanic. Is this even possible? And if that were the case, how much oxygen would these people on board have?
So in terms of locating the overdue submersible, we have to make sure that we're looking on both the...
So you see kind of where it is right there, right? That's Newfoundland, and then that's Cape Cod over here. So about 900 miles from Cape Cod, and then you can see how far it is from Newfoundland, about 350 miles.
Surface using aerial and surface vessels, but then expanding into underwater search as well. Right now our capability is limited to sonar buoys and listening for sounds, but we're working very hard to increase the capability. We understand from the operator of the vessel that the vessel was designed with a 96-hour sustainment.
So you see, that's the submarine right there, and hey, if that's 2 miles beneath the surface, it's going to be kind of hard to get that back up to the top. And if they're trying to find it, good luck. Needle in a haystack at best.
That capability if there was an emergency on board. And so we're using that time, making the best use of every moment of that time to locate the vessel.
All right, so that's that. That's the video there. And we have an article to get through. This is on Not the Bee. Now, you have Babylon Bee, that's satire. This is an actual real website. And I have a bunch of other articles that are in the description. And you see what's going on. The Coast Guard is searching for a sub full of tourists who paid $250,000 to see the Titanic and might be stuck in the ship's wreckage on the ocean floor. And to be clear, what happened was one of the guys who's on the submarine or in the submarine, his cell phone pinged right above the wreckage site of the Titanic. So what most likely happened was at that moment, they went ahead and made their descent to go the over 2 miles under the ocean surface to the Titanic. And at a certain point in between that last cell phone ping and their descent, something went wrong. Lost communication. Submarine got somehow punctured. Something happened. We don't know right now. I'm making this video like right around 11 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Things could change by tonight, tomorrow. And like I said, they have by Thursday to really kind of get a grasp on what's happening here. But let's go ahead and read some of this. So you see what it says. a submersible used to take tourists 12,500 feet. And again, that's 2 miles. That's actually more than 2 miles. 1 mile is 5,280. So 5 and 5 is 10 to 5. So you're talking about 10,500. That's 2 miles. So you're almost at the the 2.5 mile mark. But anyway, so the submersible takes tourists 12,500 feet into the depths to view the wreckage of the Titanic, and it's gone missing in the ocean. A thing that's that size, the size is like a minivan. It's not a very big vessel. Something that's that size in the ocean missing is going to be next to impossible to find. Maybe they have sonar, some kind of GPS. I'm not really sure. But I think if they had that, then it wouldn't be a matter of it being missing. It'd be a matter of just locating it and going straight to it. But it's missing. The submersible is part of a fleet owned by Ocean Gate Expeditions, which charges tourists $250,000 for an 8-day expedition to see the wreckage of the famous ship. Now, I don't know about y'all. I like going and being a tourist and exploring stuff, but I'm not really trying to get on this little rinky-dink thing. Okay, maybe it's more than rinky-dink, but it doesn't look all that good to me, okay? If I'm not going to be on some kind of military operation, I'm not really trying to do it. To go that deep underwater, it's just not really my cup of tea, not really my style. Anyway, I'll say that again. $250,000 to see the wreckage of the Titanic. I mean, that's quite a bit considering you can grab a balloon flight to space for somewhere between $50,000 and $125,000. Yeah, but I guess it's less restrictions to go that high up. And you're not really in space, you're just in high atmosphere. But that's a different story, and I digress. If you're going to shell out that kind of money for things to go wrong, falling to your death from space sounds a lot more exhilarating and slowly asphyxiating in a tiny metal tube underwater. Yeah, I most certainly say that. Reports are indicating that the sub could be stuck in the sunken ship's wreckage with only a few days oxygen on board. Like I said, Thursday morning, that's it. If they don't hear from them by Thursday morning, it's pretty much over. Now, to be clear, I hope they get found safe. All right. Hope they get found safe. I don't wish anything on them, but it ain't looking too good right now. Let me see. Ocean Gate said in a press release, "We are exploring and mobilizing all options to bring the crew back safely. Our entire focus is on the crew members in the submersible and their families." One of the 5 crew members is reportedly British explorer Hamish Harding. And by the way, Hamish Harding is a billionaire. And I think most of the guys who are on board are going to be in that particular category. If it costs $250,000 just to get on the submarine or in the submarine, you probably have more than that kind of money sitting in the bank. That has to be like disposable money. That's like a person throwing a penny on the ground. A regular normie like me throwing a penny on the ground is the equivalent of them spending $250,000. All right. And Hamish Harding, he owns an aviation company that is headquartered in Dubai. I think it's called Action Aviation. If that's wrong, let me know in the comments. But yeah, he is a billionaire. Okay, Rear Admiral John Marger of the U.S. Coast Guard gave a press conference Monday afternoon, noting that the craft had lost contact on Sunday. After receiving the call, we reached out to the vessel and began surface search. At the same time, we launched a C-130 aircraft to conduct an aerial search. Looking for that on top of the water, it's going to be under the water. You're going to have to, get in a submarine of your own. Margaret said the remote location and the depth of the craft makes search particularly difficult. He said the Coast Guard will be moving additional resources alongside Canadian Coast Guard assets to search the area. Sonar buoys are being used to search the water column. Margaret also said the sub had approximately 96 hours of oxygen as of its launch this weekend, meaning there is likely less than 60 hours or 2.5 days of air available to the crew on board as of the time of this writing. All right. We'll be praying for a safe return. And there's video there, and that is the article. Again, if you want to see that, read that for yourself, links, as always, will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit a link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But as I close, I want to say this. I hope they make it back safe, because that's just what it is. I don't know about these guys or anything they've done or not done, but, hopefully they make it back. But I tell you what, maybe this should be a warning to people that might want to go and be a little bit too adventurous. Hey, sometimes these little rinky-dink submarines are not going to be very safe. If you're not on a real military situation, a real military sub. I don't know about going in that because it might not go well. I mean, apparently it did go well for the first 3 times they went out. I don't know if they found anything. If they were just out there looking around, I have no idea. Apparently it went okay the first 3 times, but right now it doesn't look too well, but it could turn around. Maybe it's a communication issue. They lost communication. But then again, they were saying if it was a communication issue, then they would have come straight back to the surface, because why would you be up underneath the water 2 miles down when you can't communicate? That's very dangerous. You would come right back up as a safety precaution. But they've not been seen on the surface. So only time's going to tell, but I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what's going on here with the submarine at the bottom of the ocean, essentially, out there off the coast of Cape Cod and also Newfoundland, Canada? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. Hopefully they make it back and have a safe return. But you know what? I'm never going to get anything like that. No, sirree, Bob. It's a little too risky for me. Like, I'm not that much of a scaredy cat. I'll do little certain things here and there. I'll be a little bit adventurous, but that might be a little bit beyond me. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.